I'm the man who can give you the one thing you want. What's that? Time.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things to remember before seeing Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
I don't have to win. We both just have to lose.
For this list, we're looking at the most important story beats, characters, and rumors that may play out in the third size-changing adventure. If you aren't caught up with all the MCU projects from phases 1 through 4, beware of spoilers ahead. Would you rather be able to grow or shrink? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. The original Wasp has extraordinary powers. After getting stuck in the quantum realm for 30 years, Janet Van Dyne returned with at least one new power.
But that energy from your hands, how did you do that?
I'm not the same woman I was 30 years ago, Henry.
She learned how to use energy from that strange place to literally keep herself and others together. Janet also formed a mental connection with Scott that got so strong that she was able to possess him.
Janet?
Hey, honey.
If she still has the second power, she could help her husband Hank and daughter Hope reunite with Scott and Cassie in the third movie. It's also possible that Janet could use the mysterious dimension's energy to pull off energy techniques in this new story. While we're excited to see what the OG Wasp might do next, we're worried she didn't use her powers for a big responsibility.
This place, it changes you. I mean, adaptation is part of it, but some of it is evolution.
Number 9. There may be a bitter ghost.
Every cell in my body is torn apart and stitched back together, over and over, every day.
Throughout Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ava Starr, aka Ghost, was vengeful and violent because she was in constant pain from a quantum disease. She finally got relief when she was stabilized by Janet's powers.
It hurts. It always hurts.
I'm sorry.
But if Ghost needed Janet to relieve her pain, the former villain might be a little angry in the threequel. The old Wasp disappeared for 5 years thanks to the snap. If Ghost was around during the 5-year blip, Quantumania may reveal that she's been suffering for half a decade. This possible plot point could perfectly explain why Ava Starr will appear in the upcoming Thunderbolts movie. If she was forced to endure quantum pain without Janet for 5 years, we might see Ghost take her rage out on others.
They built me a containment suit so I could control my phasing, and trained me to be a stealth operative. They weaponized me.
Number 8. Old friends will be part of the Quantumania.
Baba Yaga, the witch. They tell stories to children to frighten them. You know Baba Yaga?
Fans were surprised that early reports only confirmed that Scott's Baba Yaga-fearing friend Kurt would be returning for the third film. Although Michael Peña's Luis was a crucial player in 2 Ant-Man adventures, he was notably missing from early teasers and articles. Hopefully his absence will be balanced out by Jimmy Woo's presence.
I don't need to remind you that any violation of your agreement means 20 years in prison, minimum.
I haven't talked to Hank or Hope in forever.
Randall Park's character initially started out as an FBI agent who could have sent Scott back to jail for the smallest infraction. But Jimmy's heroic turn in WandaVision confirmed that he's more interested in helping heroes than hurting them. In Quantumania, he may use his resources or magic skills to get Scott out of a tricky situation. But he won't be the last blast from the past Ant-Man will be hit with.
Where will you be seeing me again?
Like, in general, I'll see, like, the next time you do something bad, I'll be there.
Calling pop culture superfans everywhere. Do you love to argue with WatchMojo's top 10 ranks? Introducing WatchMojo's first and very own party game. Bring your superpowers to the table and fight for your pick to be at the top of the list. It's all the fun of the comment section, but in real life. Number 7. Darren Cross could sting the heroes.
Are you a monster?
Do I look like a monster?
When the sinister Darren Cross first appeared, he was prepared to squash Ant-Man and his allies. We thought he was done for when Scott broke a key part of the villain's yellow jacket suit that controlled shrinking. However, early reports indicated that Corey Stoll will appear in Quantumania.
I wasn't ready to kill you then. but I think I am now.
It's completely possible that Scott's actions left Cross trapped in the small realm for a decade. If so, we can fully expect the villain to try and kill the heroes once more. We initially thought that Stoll might be playing a variant of Yellow Jacket like Chiwetel Ejiofor did with Baron Mordo in Multiverse of Madness. However, he'll go after Scott and Cassie in a new form that we'll talk about later.
Sorry, sweetheart. You have to help Daddy pay for his mistakes.
Number 6. Scott needs to catch up to Cassie before she grows.
I had a fun weekend, Daddy.
Me too, Peanut. But just wait till next weekend. Once I'm out of here, you and I are gonna go paint this town red.
The bond the second Ant-Man and his daughter share has been consistently powerful and heartwarming. But their relationship was definitely tested when he missed 5 years of her life because he got trapped in the quantum realm like Janet Van Dyne did. Now that Scott's returned, he'll likely be clueless, pun intended, about Cassie's new personality and interests.
You're so big.
He'll likely use their accidental trip into the small quantum realm as a big bonding opportunity. Since Cassie is also being set up to gain size-changing powers, Scott can also pass on his tips and tricks. Their Quantumania misadventures could be just what they need to re-solidify their father-daughter bond.
Where are we?
Number 5. M.O.D.O.K will hover over the plot.
Won't this be fun?
M.O.D.O.K, since when does he team up?
M.O.D.O.K has graciously upgraded my army.
One of the most bizarre villains in Marvel Comics history has been called the mental organism designed only for killing, or M.O.D.O.K for short. The big-headed baddie has a dangerous intellect, a tricked-out hover chair, and potentially lethal psychic abilities. He's likely to be one of the many obstacles Ant-Man and his allies will face in the quantum realm. When M.O.D.O.K's actor was unknown, we were rooting for Patton Oswalt to play him once more.
We didn't destabilize the world economy, but Iron Man kicked me so hard his boot got wedged in my hover chair, so victory!
His take on the character could definitely alternate between hilarious and intimidating. But it turns out that Corey Stoll will be the face of the new big bad. Given that the intelligent Cross is playing M.O.D.O.K, there's a chance he could escape the quantum realm and follow the heroes to Earth.
Let's get small.
Austin, here I come.
Number 4. William Jackson Harper could have a fantastic role.
Yeah, so I don't want to go in there.
I get that. Here are your options. Option number 1.
As soon as the hilarious and talented William Jackson Harper secured a role in Quantumania, fans immediately started speculating about what his role could be. One of the most exciting possible answers to that question is that he's been cast as Mr. Fantastic. According to fan theories, this new version of the iconic character gains his stretchy powers in the quantum realm. And since the tiny dimension doesn't follow the rules of time, it's been speculated that he originally got lost in the realm in the 1960s and has been stuck ever since.
I just saw a trillion different realities folding onto each other like thin sheets of metal forming a single blade.
This theory would be an awesome way to introduce Marvel's first family. Additionally, since Harper has a reputation for playing extremely intelligent characters, Mr. Fantastic would be the perfect role for him.
And I essentially tried to do what you suggested. I obsessed over every choice, but that was also bad, and I still got sent to the bad place.
Number 3. Bill Murray's character will be a blast from Janet's past.
I get it. You're taking me back in time to show me my mother and father, and I'm supposed to get all goosey and blubbery.
Although there's not tons of information about who Bill Murray is playing, early reports confirmed that he's lived in the quantum realm for a while and has a history with the OG Wasp. The heroine has hinted that life in that tiny verse wasn't exactly bright and warm.
Also, make sure you stay out of the tardigrade fields. They're cute, but they'll eat you.
During this third film, we may find out that Janet double-crossed Murray's character in the past. He may have also sent her on a mission that went sideways. On the other hand, the two might have developed a more romantic bond when it looked like escape from the realm would be impossible. Whatever their shared history may be, the truth could change the way everyone sees Janet after the film.
What are you so afraid of? There's something I never told you.
Number 2. One Ant-Man could die.
Scott Lang, your reality, everything you're holding on to,
I know how it ends.
Rumors have been swirling for months that the third Ant-Man film will feature the death of Scott Lang's Ant-Man. However, there's a second version of the bug-themed hero that might be closer to death. Former Ant-Man Hank Pym nearly perished during his first 2 film appearances. What if the third time is the unfortunate charm for him? Since Hank has been reunited with his wife and passed on his heroic mantle, it would be a poetic time to end his journey. The trailer also has a line where Kang asks Ant-Man if he wants to live longer.
I can get you hope. And give you more time. If you help me.
What if the antagonist was talking to both the former hero Pym and Scott?
It's too late for me. But not for you.
Number 1. There could be more than one Kang. During the events of Loki, He Who Remains revealed that if he dies, infinite versions of Kang would appear in the multiverse.
If you think I'm evil, well, just wait till you meet my variants.
Based on their past history, the multiple variants would fight each other for supremacy. This piece of information makes it possible that the Kang we saw in the first teaser isn't the only one who will appear.
This place, it isn't what you think.
While this might seem overwhelming, Loki coincidentally featured a plot point where multiple gods of mischief fought to rule over a void. It's not a stretch to imagine more than one Kang ended up in the quantum realm. The thought of Ant-Man's crew taking on a single Conqueror is scary enough. If the heroes are up against multiple Kangs, they'll all have to push themselves to their limits just to stay alive.
Yeah, if you leave, Ant-Man.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.